A posse of youthful cheats escape Paris during the brutal repercussions of a political race, just to stay at an in-show to neo-Nazis. In Paris, during the mobs because of the appointment of a moderate possibility to the administration of France, a gathering of four Muslim humble criminal youngsters from the outskirts, Alex, Tom, Farid, the pregnant Yasmin, and her sibling Sami, planned to take off from Paris to Amsterdam with a pack loaded with ransacked cash. In any case, Sami is shot and the gathering split up, with Alex and Yasmin going to the crisis clinic with Sami while Tom and Farid head to the boundary with the cash. Tom and Farid choose to stop in an overnight boarding house close by the wilderness, and are facilitated by Gilbert and Claudia that deal free room and sex to the novices. They call Alex and Yasmin, who are escaping from Paris, to go along with them in the hotel. However, soon they find that their hosts are cruel barbarians of a Nazi family drove by the disturbed patriarch and previous SS official and Nazi conflict criminal von Geisler, who intends to make Yasmin the brood horse for another Aryan expert race. During brutal political uproars in Paris, 5 youthful activists, Tom, Farid, Alex, Yasmin, and her sibling, Sami, attempt frantically to escape from the hazardous capital with a pack packed with cash. Never going to budge on disappearing to Amsterdam, the criminals need a protected safe house to go through the evening, and causing them a deep sense of help, Tom and Farid track down a far-off lodging. In any case, when Alex and Yasmin go along with them, the companions are now in a dangerous circumstance, as the savage neo-Nazi family who runs the hotel has a preference for blood and torment. Presently, the miserable prisoners should battle like the devil for their endurance, caught in a horrendous maze of detestations from where there is no path of least resistance. Could they at any point go past their cut-off points and departure from the ruthless group of man-eaters? A radical traditional up-and-comer is chosen for the French administration, starting mobs in Paris. Expecting to get away from the nation yet requiring cash, a little posse of French Arab teens whom incorporate Alex, his pregnant sweetheart Yasmin, her more youthful sibling Sami, and 2 companions, Tom and Farid, benefit of the bedlam to pull off a burglary. Sami is shot by the police and the gathering separates. Alex and Yasmin take Sami to a clinic, and Tom and Farid take the taken cash to a family-run hotel close to the French-German boundary. The 2 enchanting landlords, Gilbert and Claudia, guarantee their rooms are free and tempt the 2 men. At the clinic, the trauma center staff reports Sami's physical issue to the police. Sami demands to Yasmin that she abandon him and run before the police get her. His final request is that Yasmin not have an early termination. Alex and Yasmin escape from the medical clinic, calling their companions for headings to the hotel. Tom and Farid give them headings, yet not long after are mercilessly gone after by Gilbert, Claudia, and their sibling Getz. At the point when Tom and Farid attempt to get away, Getz runs their vehicle off a bluff. The 2 harmed men meander into a mine, where Tom is immediately recovered. Farid should fight for himself in the mine with the family's dismissed youngsters. Ignorant about the risk, Alex and Yasmin show up at the motel and are both caught by the family. Alex and Yasmin are binded in a sloppy stunned pig pen. Alex breaks Yasmin's chains and permits her to get away. At the point when the detainers find Yasmin's break, the dad of the family, von Geisler, cut Alex's Achilles ligaments. In the meantime in the mine, Farid tracks down the capacity region for the people in question. The family acknowledges something is out of order in the mine, and Hans pursues Farid into an evaporator where Farid is cooked alive. Yasmin escapes from the hotel, however is immediately gotten back by Getz. Back in the pig pen, von Geisler by and by awards Alex's last desire, which is to rapidly be put down. At first, von Geisler wants for Karl to marry Yasmin to carry on the family ancestry. However, when von Geisler learns she is pregnant, he shares her with the accommodating Eva. Eva lets Yasmin know that she came to the family in a very much like way and that she is loyal on the grounds that the family guaranteed her that her folks would return for her sometime in the future. Eva likewise tells Yasmin of the dismissed kids she and Hans care for in the mine. In the end, Eva drives Yasmin down a long lobby to supper, where the family looks for her. Von Geisler is uncovered to be a previous, nevertheless rehearsing, Nazi. Von Geisler offers up a toast to the fresh blood and Yasmin rapidly snatches an enormous blade and takes Von Geisler prisoner, requesting to be delivered. Hans snatches a shotgun and accidentally fires and kills Von Geisler in the disarray. The vengeance-energized Karl shoots Hans dead. Thusly, Yasmin escapes from the house and is pursued by Karl and gets into the mine. Yasmin at last advances into one of the body extra spaces where she battles with Getz. After a horrendous battle, she over and over hits him with a hatchet prior to spearing him on a turning table saw. Karl gets Yasmin as she attempts to get back to the surface, yet Eva acts the hero, blowing Karl's brains out with a shotgun impact. Yasmin returns to the house and looks for vehicle keys to drive away, yet is trapped by the firearm carrying Gilbert and Claudia in the lounge. During the shootout, Yasmin hits a fuel tank, exploding the room. Claudia passes on in the blast, however Gilbert gets by and endeavors to kill Yasmin in the yard by choking her. Regardless of being incapacitated, Yasmin figures out how to kill Gilbert by gnawing and removing her throat. With the entire Nazi family dead, Yasmin attempts to convince Eva to leave with her, however Eva turns her down for she needs to remain to deal with the kids in the mine. Out and about towards the boundary, Yasmin runs into a police bar where she